Good afternoon everyone, welcome to the second ever Friday Focus, where every Friday we will get a member of the Organised Health team or potentially some other individuals from startups to discuss everything interesting with regards to what we're doing here at Organised Health. I should probably introduce myself. My name is Macdonald. I'm the Marketing and Communications Manager here at Organised Health. I'm taking over from our Saltire Foundation intern Rena, who done a fantastic job hosting last week, so no pressure on me there. Today I'll be sitting down with our Head of Marketing, Beaton, and we will just be discussing everything that's been going on at Organised Health with regards to marketing, communications, customer acquisition, and potentially as well about discussing our app as well. So let's get started. Katie, thanks very much for joining today.
Alright, you're welcome.
And so first of all, I'll just kick off with, how has your personal and professional journey led you to Organised Health?
So about 9 years ago I was working in a tech recruitment company, so that doing marketing for them, and that started my interest in the tech industry, the tech market in Scotland.
Yeah.
We worked on preparing the Scottish tech survey that went out on the number of companies that were coming up, the skill set that was coming up, so that's what started my interest in tech and digital companies. And then last year I did the social media for Techus, which was a tech festival, the first one last November in Scotland, and that got me interested in the startups within the space. So I was already interested in tech, that got me interested in startups, and then I started looking into working with a startup. I've always worked with small businesses, which I like because you're involved in everything, and I wanted to work in a startup, and that I started here in February.
Fantastic. I think a lot of our viewers especially will know how exciting a startup is, and
Totally.
yeah, it's got so many different dimensions to it. You meet so many different great people, and especially in Scotland and around the UK, the community, the startup community, the Saltire Foundation, Entrepreneurial Scotland, many different areas, many different people. It's just a very exciting time to be involved in a startup in Scotland just
I really
now.
buzz about it, yeah.
Now, from a marketing standpoint, which we're both very interested in, what is the most exciting thing Organised Health have been doing of late and potentially have upcoming?
So many exciting things, you know yourself, like every day we have meetings like what's exciting, we're excited to come into work. This week I would say, and the last couple of weeks, starting our pilot, the most exciting thing for me, like marketing, you're putting out the message, is having the feedback from other people. So we've had quite a few people coming on our pilot and having major feedback, like we are changing people's lives, removing their biggest bugbear, like just totally being able to relax about a process, ordering their prescriptions, getting their prescriptions, that has affected people every month. So we know why we do what we're doing, and we're telling people, and that's marketing. But the most exciting thing this week has been just hearing it work, real time, and also long term. I know we were talking this morning, we've launched pilot, so we're working with people, we're planning on launching properly and launching our main thing. And as a startup, I know that's lots of other startups will relate to that. Planning your launch is really exciting, and for marketing you then get to do all the creative, the branding, all the fun stuff.
All the fun and creative stuff that comes with it. And I think that is one of the great things about being a part of this company, is that you really do feel as if you are changing people's lives for the better, and it's a really nice feeling coming to work in the morning knowing that you are doing that. And I think especially from our marketing point of view, with regards to communications especially, people actually understand that. We hope you guys do as well, that we just love the fact we're helping people, but we're also being very creative and innovative at the same time. And I just think it's a very exciting time to be not only within our organisation but part of the journey as well.
Yeah, exactly, and part of other people's journey, doing that.
Definitely look at what we are doing. Now, as has been mentioned previously by the team, our app is well underway, it will be coming soon. What benefits do you think this will have for the users?
Putting it in more in their hands, like we're about delivery, so we're about bringing your prescription to you, literally putting it in your hands. But a big part of our process is the communication behind what happens with your prescription. So what lots of people are facing is, I don't know if my prescription is at the pharmacy, has it been sent, is it on time, do I make a journey and it's wasted? And a big part of what our app will do is just that visibility of that process. So knowing an alert, it's from the GP, knowing, right, we've got it from our partner pharmacy, we've picked it up, and communication right through delivery. So I think we're doing the process right now, but with our app coming, that sort of communication on the top is going to be the most exciting customer part for that, I think.
It's such an exciting time, as I've said over and over, and we'll no doubt continue to say that, especially with our app coming up. I think that it's just going to make people's lives a whole lot easier in regards to our organisation and our lives in general, which is exactly what we're here to do. Moving on, as has been mentioned before, startup is an exciting but challenging environment. I know a lot of our audience will know that. What would you say has been your biggest challenges this week?
Biggest challenges?
Big question.
Yeah, it's a big question. I think the busyness of the week, there's so many, within marketing, within a startup, there are two areas that are sort of big umbrellas, if you like to speak. So a startup, you're handling everything that you've got to do for a company. So your legal, your day-to-day, your admin, your planning, your launching. So it's all the challenges within a week and balancing what you need to do today and what you also need to be planning for next week, next month, next year. Overcoming it, I think within our, there's nine of us at the moment. I'm like losing track of how many people we've got. We've got small teams, and we have small team meetings every day, and just basically doing what did you do yesterday, what do you do today. And from a marketing point of view, we tried this week bring in the loved SWOT in, like everyone loves a SWOT in marketing, but bring it right down to a week. So what are your strengths this week, what are your weaknesses this week, what are your opportunities this week, what can you do tomorrow, what can you do the next day, and what are your threats this week. So is it that we're going to run out of time on this, is it that this might not work, and like making your like strengths into like how you overcome those challenges. So actually like really like looking at that SWOT is kind of something that's kind of helped this week prioritise, I think.
Exactly, I think you're absolutely right. I think one of the most enjoyable things about being a part of Organised Health is being able to say that you can build a company up, and I think that exercises such as the weekly SWOT that we've started to do, I think it really shows, it really helps us grow, not only grow as a team, grow as a company, but it helps our customers grow with us as we improve along that as well. So yeah, definitely think that we seem to be very good at getting through challenges and coming up with new ideas. So as we've mentioned before, Rena was the host of the first ever Friday Focus last week. You can check that out across all our social media channels. How has it been working with the Saltaire Foundation, of course now working with Entrepreneurial Scotland? How's it been working with the scholars? You know, Rena was a natural last week. She's not only a great host, a fantastic person in the workplace, as is Johnny, our other intern. What have they brought to the team?
So much. It's been great. I mean, Rena was brilliant last week. It was like, oh, your career in TV has started. That's her done.
Yep, indeed.
I think bringing an outside view into a company is always good, no matter who it is, but especially being Saltaire Fellows, being at university, both studying different courses and coming in and like bringing their outside viewpoint in has been refreshing. It's given us another viewpoint, it's given us another focus, and also they're both working on very different individual projects that are timed, which is good with our sort of managing what we're going to do. It's made us be like, right, we'll focus on this project, and we'll focus on this project because we have until the end of the summer. And it's given focus within the bigger plan. So I think that's what it's brought to.
Exactly. I think also the fact that Nadeem, our CEO, is a Saltaire Fellow himself. We've got the scholars this year. I was a scholar myself last year, so there's no bias towards Saltaire Entrepreneurial Scotland here, but I just think it's just a fantastic way of getting talent into especially startups. It feels as if they're really enjoying their experience because, like has been mentioned before, they're actually building a business up, and it's just a very exciting time. I don't think a lot of other people can say that, so they've been absolutely fantastic, and we really want them back as well after university. So as has been mentioned, our sign-up process, we've streamlined our sign-up process. We've had many discussions about it over the last couple of weeks, and we've streamlined it to make it as easy as possible for people who are interested in our service to sign up and show interest. So how important are pilot customers to Organised Health?
They've been, so important. I mean, with startups, there's lots of chat around lean startup, making a pivot, and maybe around big pivots of changing your business. I think we found, and using actual real customers is even those tiny pivots on. So each customer has brought something where they've said, "Oh, actually, I like this. Actually, I like that." And now that we're actually doing what we do, like each one of those people has made a difference already. And we're very much about, we want to be making this your service. We want to be making it to you, to your needs. There's no point in us doing something that doesn't, like, we know the solution, but we need to adapt it to you and make it work. So we've reduced the process right down. We've started on like 10 questions, and I think we'll have a link under here. And we are literally now on name and email. So we've cut down and we've cut down.
Trying to make it as easy as possible for you guys.
Make it as easy as possible, because we just want more feedback, more people that we can just be building it for, and just involved in what we're doing.
Exactly. And that data that we are getting from our pilot customers is really going to help us going forward, and it's really going to help us bring the things that you guys want. And for us, that's the most important thing, is that you guys are happy. So we are happy. We're very easily pleased, as you can see. So I actually think that's us for this week's Friday Focus. Thanks very much, Katie, for taking the time. Thank you guys for joining us. With regards to our sign-up form that we have been discussing at length over these last couple of weeks, no doubt we'll continue to do so. You'll find the link to it within this video and in this post, and we'll be back next week for another episode of Friday Focus. I've been Dylan Macdonald, and thank you very much for joining us.